Yes, it is him. Welcome back to the channel, guys. The daily scoreboard, we will do the Twitter stuff, and I have a few charts that I want to show you mostly. Whoa, excuse me. Mostly uranium. Uranium had a really good day, really good day, especially the ETFs. Negated some of the bearish things that I looked at yesterday, and it looks really good. With all that said, daily scoreboard, let's do it. And as always, thank you for coming back, guys. I get a lot of good feedback from you guys, and I really enjoy to do these daily updates with different sectors and so on. But for now, silver actually got hit quite a bit today here. Did retrace some of the losses from the CPI print and the jobless claims. And we're now seeing if we can hold this low here, down 0.6%. Nothing much really. The Dixie, again, we will come into that later. I'm not jump to any conclusions there. Same thing here for gold. We're coming down to a very important shorter term golden trend line here within that red bull flag. That's good to see. If we break up from here, I think that could be game on. I think that if that happens, I think we could actually start to clench higher here and have that weekly monthly close above 2075. Let me know if the volume is too low. I had two comments. One comment yesterday that the volume was low on yesterday's video. For some reason, I don't know. Let me know how it is. Again, gold up 0.2%. Nothing much. But given the fact it was down quite heavily, that's quite all right, really. The gold to silver ratio, again, we have the retesting of these highs here, and we are trying to curl higher again. This is still, until proven otherwise, a bearish setup for gold and silver. We want this to crash down here very shortly. We don't want this to be a breakout retest resumption. So definitely, no matter how you look at it without any bias, this is very bullish for the ratio, very bearish for gold and silver. It is what it is. The Dixie, I want to show you. Again, here we have this blue neckline here. We had last week's wick there, and then we just pierced it and coming down again. So it is really trying to see if it can break that neckline. However, if we get below, as you know from yesterday, 102, I think the Dixie is in for a big down move again. Flat for today, but given the volatility, that is quite amazing actually. We were up and down all over the place, and to turn flat, okay, fair enough. But definitely, yeah, let's hope we get below that 102. Bitcoin, good old Bitcoin here. Again, with all this ETF hype, all that, and you can see it hasn't barely moved. Why? Because we are at the top of this this range, this parallel, is it locked? What is it? Okay, because of this parallel channel right here, there it is. That is the reason we are retracing right there. Beautiful. Again, let's see what happens here. The chart still looks really bullish. But again, we have come a long way, and the hype is just all over the board. People calling for that 100, 200 already. I think people need, a slap in the face, and then we will get crash down here. And also, I think if we come back through that blue wedge, I think we could go to roughly 30K very quickly. Flat for today, more or less down roughly 8%. The good old oil I want to show you again. We are really teasing with that red resistance there. We cannot seem to break it. However, I think this is actually where we break to the upside here. But again, we need to confirm it above roughly that 74. Until then, it's still my play that we're going to 66. Okay, oil is actually up 2% today. But you can see here it's actually doing a really good job just pounding at that big resistance. So we will see in the next week, I think. The GDXJ losing it very important. We had that blue bearish channel here. We tagged our formation, the red there, and I think if we don't hold this low here, I mean, then we are in for more downside, and that could be that we're actually going to grind down and tag that lower side of that red wedge that we have starting here. You can see it there. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens for gold miners. Silver miners again within our overall, it couldn't hold this golden top band here. And now we're back in not ideal, down 1.5% today. Not the best looking. Looking at it shorter term, you can still see that we have made some sort of trend change here, right? So we have higher highs and lower lows for now. Definitely coming into a situation where we will have a huge move at some point in time here because it's getting so squeezed. We haven't moved, basically, we haven't made any price discovery for the silver miners for 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. What is beautiful is the uranium spot price. I just saw that it had a $96, what's it called? 96, yeah, it reached 96. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting closer to the 100. So this should actually be something like 4 or 5% today. And the miners are doing well, and it looks really, really good. Speaking of miners, yesterday I made a video of the fact that we broke up here, and then we had this gap, and we filled this today, and we closed above last day's candle, closing the gap, breaking out of the 2021 highs, breaking out of the blue rising wedge. That's actually quite good. That's actually insanely, insanely good. So we want to keep the momentum here. If that is the case, which it looks like for now, we treat this as a very, very bullish setup for URNM. And yeah, until proven otherwise, it is full-on bull mode here. The only thing we need might be some volume compared to the past 2 days. But looking at the previous days, it's actually not that bad this today here. So we are really, really bullish on uranium miners as we speak. Really bullish until we get a whack in the face, maybe. Again, also what's really bullish, we looked at the blue downtrend channel in the ratio against the spot price, up 3% today, obviously with the URNM, huge green candle. It's looking like this could be the start of the continuation of wave 3 for the miners. That is what we want to see. Last but not least, I think I'm talking too long. Maybe I am. We are having a minus 1% today, and yeah, we need to break that 4% level. It is what it is. Until we break that, then we get to 4.3. But for now, it is getting rejected, and we had that lower time frame squeeze right here. It is very messy across the board. Yeah, closing at the lows, not good for the rates. So yeah, that is what I had there. The Twitter recap, I actually I don't have that many, and they're 2 days old. So this is Brandon here. Emerging markets is very cheap. It's very cheap here. It's been 52 years since the emerging markets were this cheap relative to US equities. And here you're talking about, for example, the the Brazilian ETF, which I'm hugely bullish on. And you can see here we are at the same ratio or the same cheapness, you can say, compared to like 50 years ago. I know where I'm going to place my money, and that's not in the tech sector. Yes, we might have a bigger move here, but I'm seeing a lot better setups, a lot better value in other countries. And commodities, obviously, they are very much related to each other. Grady, uranium miners did. Yeah, we've seen that many times. It is, what we're talking about here, wave 1 up, wave 2, and then we're starting wave 3, and today we are breaking above the wave 1 high again. Beautiful. Hopefully this is where we really start to kick into gear. We have a huge gap up here from the Fukushima incident, and that is going to get filled. Just like the Iranian spot price, at 100 to 130, it will get filled in my view. Grady, when I hear the classic contrarian investing saying things like buy low, sell high, be a contrarian, buy when there's blood in the streets, be greedy when others are fearful, I think about this cover chart, the setup of dreams for a commodity bull market. So this is where he compares copper to the NASDAQ. Major double bottom. You have the highs right there. I mean, this is a textbook huge W bottom here, a double bottom, and yeah, copper is going to do insanely well. It really, really is. Over the long term. Short term this year maybe, iffy, but definitely long term. We have a shortage. it's all very good for copper. Here we have freight costs. The index is up 15% this week, driven by 23 gains over China to Europe, and the index reaches 3,000 per 40 feet box, doubling. So again, rates is going to incline here. You can see the same here. All of a sudden, it started to go higher and higher. And again, that is more inflation because things are getting more expensive. And yeah, also, as you know, the shipping sector that we cover every week, the dry bulk and the tankers and so on, but really, really, really good. Yes, we had some pullbacks this week and so on, but definitely the long-term stuff looks fantastic for shipping. Okay, I think I promised a few charts here. Just a quick update on the trade that I did yesterday. Again, I'm trying to be as transparent as I possibly can. Again, broken out, closed the gap, huge retest, and closing at the highs. Beautiful. This is set to resume within a few candlesticks, and I have a very greedy target. Again, I don't know if I can hold this on, the full position all the way. We will see, but definitely I'll take this kind of setup here. I don't need to be correct very often to have this play. And if the miners, as we can see and hope, of course, has that big move up here in the leg 3, this one will do very well, it seems like. So that's the one. Then also I wanted to show you, was it Laramide? Yeah, Laramide, exactly, there it is. I haven't marked it for today's video. Laramide, long-term golden trend line, zooming out, long-term golden trend line. Follow me here, guys. 2021 highs. We tagged it there in November. Bullish consolidation below. Huge candlestick with volume for Laramide. That is a big, big, big breakout in my book. And yeah, when and if this get legs, it is my what I see is that we will need some resistance at the 2021 highs, but my target for this leg here is all at $3, so on, give or take, depending on how we get there. But there's a lot more in the tank for this stock, the uranium stock. I wanted to show you one more. We also covered this yesterday. Different setup, but anyways, these are the setup that I like very much. This stuff back here, not so much, but when we have this squeeze here, huge breakout, volume is kicking in. And if you add on the Bollinger Band and the 50, 100, the 200-day moving average, you can see that this is what I call the power node. And this is usually the start of a long, long trend, where you have all the moving averages right in here inside the Bollinger Band, explosion to the upside in this case, and you will start to see slowly all these moving averages starting to turn up, and that is the start of a trend in my beautiful book. And this kind of setup here I've taken many times, and the good thing is you can place your stop loss insanely easy. But yeah, I had one more. I'm getting old. I had one more. Yeah. No, we did it. I can't remember. Was it ISO? I think it was ISO. Yeah. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, don't get away. ISO here again, also breaking that breakout, bullish consolidation, breaking out here. Good volume kicking in. I mean, across the board, the smaller ones, the mid caps, is really trying to get into gear here. Now where Cameco, Kazatomprom, and the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust has done insanely well. It seems like it is now the next tier that is ready to go. Beautiful, beautiful, because that is where I have most of my uranium capital or investment. LEU here now. I want to mega uranium also sitting here. Yes, I actually want to show mega uranium. The long-term stuff, and now we are breaking out, retesting, we're resuming here again. Looked at it yesterday. If we can get a break here, it has come a long way. That is a bit of a concern, but anyways, it is what it is. The momentum is insanely strong. The target that we're looking for at some point in time is a lot higher than where we are today. And yeah, this is just insanely good. If we can clear that, 0.455 level, again, mega uranium will join the party in my view. Long-term base looks fantastic. I think that's it. Sorry for not having prepared, the these stocks for today. I thought I had, but when I started the video, I could see that I haven't marked them green. So I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, great day for uranium. Gold and silver, not so much. And we really want to watch that gold to silver ratio. That is kind of iffy, to say the least. I don't know if we have any big news or numbers coming out tomorrow. Maybe that can move it around a bit. It is what it is. Guys, uranium looks fantastic. You don't hear me be that clear because I'm always kind of hesitant, but it looks really, really good. So yeah, tune in for the recap tomorrow for uranium. I think there will be some good stuff in there. If not, you can also listen to my fantastic voice. Guys,